Hello world, this is Too Hottie reporting live from Spaceship Earth. I am getting my oil changed and we are located in Northern California currently. Just touched back from Thailand. I've been here about 3 weeks or so, and this video is about what I learned while I was in Thailand. A, females are hopeless romantics. B, this is generalities and it's not for everyone, everything's case by case. There's definitely good girls out there, but where I was at in the party scenes, alcohol and drugs, are popular, and they party all night. My bartender started opening beers with his teeth at my hostel. That was a vibe. I only stayed at party hostels for the main part of my trip, so take that in consideration when I give advice. I'm not even giving advice, I'm just saying what I learned based on my experiences. Don't drink the water, bring your own condoms. Things are not as cheap as what is said. I for sure got hustled on some things, but it is cheaper from where I'm at in America. But to be honest, California, USA is a extreme place, so it's sort of a crazy comparison in general. What else? If you don't know how to ride a motorcycle or a scooter, you should figure that out. If you have the ability and the basic bandwidth mentally to learn a couple phrases, Sewadi, Kapkun, that's hello, hi, and thank you. That goes a long way. Take your bloody shoes off, and don't be afraid to talk to people. If you are an introvert and you don't like walking, you don't like the heat, and you don't like the humidity, Thailand is not for you. Luckily, I'm an endurance athlete. I played college golf. I have a degree in social and behavioral sciences, as well as another associate's degree in business administration, with an emphasis in real estate and digital marketing. So Thailand's about 50 years behind California, I feel. It was a great opportunity for me to go out there and help people with their digital footprints and do some audits, as well as some basic development. And everywhere that I stayed, I flew my drone, as well as used my iPhone and gimbal just to make a basic digital footprint, and it counts for the places I stayed at, and trade for food or not at times. But if you have any proper gestures, it is returned greatly, and people are very appreciative and welcoming. The Thai people are quite lovely. I only had one sketchy incident with a Thai person in a alleyway in Bangkok on my 24th day, and I can make a different video about that and what transpired, and it is what it is. What I learned: hopeless romantics for the females. Not really. They are not really into Americans. They like Europeans and Australians, mainly because those are the folks that go over there. So I just think they're conditioned for that. And yet they like the American cinema and music. So I think that's funny. Yeah. So that's that. Hopeless romantics, and those other folks at times are just selling false hope, where they have a 2-3 year long relationship and they come and visit X, Y, and Z, and then slowly let down the female where it's not going to work out, and then the females are heartbroken and totally caught off guard, and their dreams and aspirations are blown to smithereens, and they spent whatever 3 to 4 years sort of being drug along, being sold false hope. And a lot of these females have babies with the Thai local or man when they're younger, let's say 20 to 22. So then they meet a foreigner, 23, 24, and they're single with a baby. And I could sort of, without being rude, sort of see, and it's a bit cringy, where they're 100% on board and believe that they're not being played. And now we're friends on Instagram or what have you, or however my relationship is with certain people, and they're just totally caught off guard when the really cool guy from Scotland or London or Australia breaks up with them. No, I didn't see this coming. And I definitely am not the one to say I told you so, but in my own little brain, that was on my radar. That was on the menu the entire time. I spend most of my time in San Francisco, California, as well as up in the north towards Sacramento and Tahoe. So getting put on game, being aware of the game. I taught myself game. No, some people put me on game, but I'm self-taught. So going out there, like I said, it is a bit cringy, seeing hopeless romantics being sold false hope by foreigners. There's for sure passport bros or folks that are going out there and honestly thirsty and looking for a proper female just because of the developed countries having weird statuses now with relationships and gender roles and whatnot. That's a whole different video. But I should have my window up this whole time. I apologize. But it is very interesting to see the dynamic of developed countries going over there to get blacked out drunk and being disrespectful and ungrateful and just overall rude, littering, poor judgment and just, that's fine, people are going over there to party, but it is just sad to see folks, the Thai folks, doing their best to accommodate and please ungrateful, snooty foreigners. And I'm not Gandhi, I'm not God, but the self-awareness and lack of situational awareness by the Europeans as well as the Australians was cringy. Shnikes. Lots of folks from the Middle East as well. And nobody really gets down like the Australians. I saw a guy hop on top of a tuk-tuk. The driver was not aware of it, and he collapsed the roof on it, and there it is, blacked out drunk. There's a lot of folks that are partying over there that are age group from 21 to 29 or something like that, and they are just there to get blacked out drunk and continue to drink nonstop for their entire stay, may it be 2 weeks or what have you. And I'm not here to judge, I'm just telling you what I learned in Thailand. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I almost beat the brakes off of a 6'4", 6'3". It's hard to tell when I'm this short. I'm about 5'7" on a good day. 130 pounds, never been in a fight. Almost beat the brakes off a guy because he was being violent and very rude to a Thai woman who I guess bought 2 Chang beers for him, which came out to whatever, $4 or $5, and all she wanted him to do was pay it back. I do not know all the details and everything, but I was on some yummy chocolates, if you know what I mean. And they were killing my vibe because of this situation. Anyways, I'm not trying to be a hero, and I don't recommend anyone else to, but these are just some things that I learned in regards to it being a very popular party place. Knew that going into it, but there's the pros and the cons of it. And if you are an empath or somebody who traveling solo and just haven't got out much, it is a blast, and there is the dark side, or just a little bit of the cringiness of atmosphere modeling by the females, as well as I could see as soon as the females were not of the proper age, they were like put into more of a manager position or just strictly sales. So they just push them, hurry, get out of the way. You're a little bit old, a little bit wrinkly, a little bit overweight. Shut up, get out of the way. You're doing a different position. Totally fine. That's what they do in America and all over the world. But it is just on a whole nother wavelength there. What else did I learn? Yes, you should definitely know how to ride a motorcycle, ride a scooter. You should be comfortable talking to people. You should be comfortable walking loads of miles. You should be comfortable negotiating. You should be comfortable maybe learning a little bit of a new language and constantly saying no. You should learn how to say no. Thank you. Subai. I'm not sure how to say that properly, but no, chill out, or no, relax. That is something that I said a lot, made many people laugh, a lot of the hustlers. People are going to want to try to sell you suits, mainly in Middle Eastern or Persian type of folks. And I'm not trying to speak in generalities, that's just what I saw. Lots of knockoff items, but then they are still very expensive. That was very confusing. I did not buy anything but a crocodile tooth. Hope that doesn't offend anyone, and if it does, buy yourself a vest and take a hike. Then if you want, go kick some rocks. Other things that I learned while in Thailand, the slow pace is just much better. I'm conditioned for the rat race of the USA, and it's not for me, needless to say. I needed to slow down my anxiety, my depression, my stress that the US sort of induces. Maybe I'm just a sensitive creature. Not maybe, I'm for sure a sensitive creature. It was very refreshing to be somewhere. And I know it's a complex topic, but the slower pace was proper. I've been to Hawaii 8-9 times. Longest I stayed was on the big island of Hawaii for 22 days. So I sort of have an idea. And yeah, it's just better.